There are between 750,000 and 4 million Sudanese, at least 100,000 Iraqis, and thousands of other Africans in Egypt who have fled war, persecution, or discrimination. Elsewhere in the Middle East, the situation is similar. Syria hosts an estimated 1 million Iraqis, and in Jordan there are around 500,000. There are hundreds of thousands of Palestinians spread throughout the region. The vast majority of these people are not officially refugees. Only a small number have been given formal refugee recognition by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Why? The UNHCR regional headquarters in Cairo says the process is simple for someone to apply for refugee status.
Basically, the process is straightforward. Any person who thinks that he has a claim for a refugee status, they come here to the office, they approach the office, they take an appointment.
Sounds easy, but the realities on the ground aren't as clear-cut. Abdullah Osman, the director of the non-governmental organization SODO, which works with Somali refugees in Egypt, says that the length of the process is an obstacle for many refugees.
But the main problem that they are complaining the people is it takes long time for the registration and also for making interview with the people. So since that time, the people are willing to be detained by the Egyptian police.
According to the UNHCR, Somalis, Sudanese, and Iraqis are automatically given documentation as an asylum seeker when they enter the offices of the UN body. But this does not mean they are a refugee. To determine that, interviews are needed. An investigation into the applicant's claims is carried out. This all takes time, often many months. In the end, only a small percentage are given official refugee status. In Egypt, once someone is given asylum status, they are granted a resident permit by the government to allow them to remain in the country. But this is not the case in Jordan or Syria.
In Syria, we've got 1.5 million Iraqis who currently live in Syria. In Jordan, we've got between 450,000 Iraqis to 500,000. In both countries, Iraqis actually do not have the luxury or the liberty of staying legally by just registering through the UNHCR.
There is not much these refugees can do, except remain illegally and wait for the situation in their home country to change. This means that for the hundreds of thousands of people fleeing their home countries, is that if they are not given legal status as a refugee, they are not eligible for government or UNHCR aid. They must live off what they brought or what they can scrounge up in their immediate surroundings.
But throughout the region, it is really a sad story. People are running out of the resources that they brought with them.
It is a trying time for millions of displaced persons throughout the Middle East, but there are some reasons for optimism. The UNHCR says a significant number of Sudanese and Iraqis are attempting the voyage back home.